Super Talk 99.7 WTN. I've calmed down just a little bit, a little less grumpy than I was when I started the show at 3 o'clock today. That's because I've screamed and yelled at Jackson a considerable amount over the last hour, which is making me feel a lot better.
You also got your new toy in there.
I did.
What is it?
It's one of these megaphones, Ken. I don't think I'm being loud enough, so now I've got a megaphone to be a little bit louder. Jackson Williams, please report to me.
Do like a school intercom system where you give the morning report.
Yeah, do the morning announcements.
And the principal's always going.
All right, everybody, this is Assistant Principal Davis with the morning announcements. I want to remind all of the ninth graders that you are not allowed in study hall until after fourth period. Also, the bathrooms on front hall are off limits until further notice. We had somewhat of an explosion in them. Okay, so later on today, we've got pep rally.
I get going.
What's for lunch?
Square pizza.
Ooh, I loved Square Pizza Day.
Also, unless you have a coupon for chocolate milk, you're not allowed chocolate milk. You're only allowed whole white milk, which looks like and tastes like paint. You're only allowed whole white milk. Chocolate milk's only for Fridays or with a coupon.
We were only allowed chocolate milk on Fridays. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Judge.
Had to have a token for it.
Please don't hit the siren button.
Yeah, I know. I was making sure not to do that.
Yeah.
So I've officially stolen this now. So.
That's a pretty cool little toy.
Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, and it was a big. The first opinion piece I ever wrote in my life, Ken, was in ninth grade in high school. I wrote it in the school newspaper.
About Square Pizza?
It was about they would serve orange slices.
Yeah.
And it was just their crappy way of serving us fruit, right? But you know what they called them?
What?
They called them smiley faces. And I hated it. It's like, because people would put them in their mouth and then they would smile and look like idiots. And so I wrote an op-ed piece saying, you know what, let's not, basically the premise of my op-ed piece in the school newspaper was stop putting lipstick on that pig. These are nasty-ass orange slices. Just call them orange slices and be done with it. Don't call them smiley faces. This is your example of good, healthy food. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my first foray into the arena of politics, I think. And look where it's brought us, Jackson. Huh?
How'd that go over?
No, it didn't go over very well. They didn't like it. It got heavily edited because they said that it was too negative. I remember that. The editor of the newspaper said that my opinion piece was too negative.
Very on brand.
That started a lifelong journey toward negativity for me.
I was going to say, that's when it started.
That's when it started.
You don't tell Matt Murphy what to do.
I think I
just don't do it.
I think I said something along the lines, Ken, and I had a squeakier voice back then. You haven't seen negative yet. I said. All right, so all of you holding on the healthcare conversation, please continue to hold. I want to pause for a moment and talk to a good friend of ours who I asked to call us at this time. It's just after 4 o'clock on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Some of you might have the day off. If you work in a government installation, obviously you've had a lot of days off, but some of you might have the day off due to Veterans Day. But most of you recognize why we celebrate Veterans Day, the purpose behind it. But I wanted to speak with David Corlew, who honors and helps our veterans every single day through the Charlie Daniels Journey Home Project. And it has been an honor and a privilege to get to know David and everything that he does for our veterans, not just here in our community, but far and wide. And I'm thankful that he was able to spend a little bit of his day on Veterans Day giving us a call. David, what's going on, my friend? How are you, brother?
Well, I'm doing good till I heard that megaphone. My wife hollered at me and said, the SWAT team's back.
Honey, don't make any sudden movements. Just get on the ground. They're back.
Yeah, just put your hands up and back out.
Back toward the sound of the megaphone.
Yeah, I love the megaphone. That works.
Well, David, man, how's things going? Y'all doing all right over there?
We're doing good. We obviously it's been a hard year. We've lost some personal friends to our family, a couple of veterans, and then as you know, I had my accident this year. But the foundation, we're doing wonderful. We had the best year we've ever had this year, Matt. It was it looked to be like a tough year as it gets tougher for foundations. Money's tighter, and because we all know that there's somebody deployed every day, 24/7, protecting us, standing in the wall. But if people are not seeing it, they're not giving. So we thought it was going to be a tough year, but we had a big year at the event this year, and so we're good. We're good. We're happy. We're being able to hopefully change lives.
Well, y'all do such a wonderful job at the Patriot Awards dinner, and it was such an honor to be there this year. But I was laughing with I forget what's his name, Billy, your auctioneer.
Billy Terrell.
Billy Terrell. I was laughing with Billy Terrell in the corner of the room. I was like, you got to know your lane on some of these bidding items. And it's to the benefit of the Charlie Daniels Journey Home Project. So I don't begrudge some of these big wallets with the big checkbooks. You just have to know when to get out of the way and let them finish, because they were competing and they were raising some wonderful, wonderful money for a great, great cause.
Well, I tell you, Billy, it's kind of a show. We've created it in that sense. It's not the run-of-the-mill cold chicken dinner that you have, and the auction is certainly the high point, and we have some wonderful donors that support us, that love the military, that love this country, and so it was good. We raised over $600,000 this year.
Wow, that's excellent. And for those that are and I feel like the show is just a big family, so I feel like everybody knows, but we get new family members on the regular. And for those that have not heard about the Charlie Daniels Journey Home Project, what y'all do, you vet good, earnest programs around the state, around the country, and you find those programs and you give to those programs that can serve on the ground where most needed, most directly, so as to eliminate a lot of the overhead and a lot of the waste involved in, and I'm not knocking any other charity, but there's always going to be overhead, and y'all have managed to virtually eliminate that overhead, and I'm so appreciative of it.
Well, the overhead is one thing. The other thing is that we want to make sure the money that they are utilizing is going that's impactful, that is making a change in someone's life, and that's the biggest part of vetting these organizations. And as you well know, the needs of veterans are changing. It's dominoing into the families. It's dominoing into the kids. So the things that we started out supporting, 12 years ago, are evolving into different aspects of a soldier's return. You and I shared a text earlier this year. We have decided to partner with Vanderbilt. We made an investment in 2018 with Vanderbilt, and they had just started studying through their trials clinic this respiratory cancer. It was a cancer like Agent Orange. They started seeing it in the 9/11 cleanup crews, where this respiratory lung disease, and they had no idea what it was or how to treat it. And we made a donation then, knew that the money went to the right place, but only 5-6 months ago, I got a call from Vanderbilt, and they have, for the last 18 months to 2 years, have not only had a positive response to veterans, but they are we've put over 100 veterans into remission or to a point to where they can live some kind of normal life as they move forward with this. It's not curing it, but we finally found a way to attack it and to stop it. So we're so excited about it, and this is a long-term deal. This is something that's going to haunt. I just was with my friend a few days ago from Vietnam, and he of course is just eat up with Agent Orange, and it just affects every part of his body, and so that's changing. We have kids that have trauma now because of their parents, whether it's marriages that are split. It's just a plethora of new issues that are coming up, and so we're trying to stay at least, in the race and try to do good things. Charlie wanted us to. I say we raised a lot of money, but Charlie always said, "It is not your money, son. Give it away." So that's what we're doing. We just made another donation to Vanderbilt to not only jumpstart this partnership, but to attack it head on.
Well, where are the gaps, David? I mean, if you can identify one or two, where are places? Because we have so many wonderful souls, so many wonderful people that I'm blessed to have listened to our radio show on a daily basis. And they listen to me grunt, moan, and complain about the government and everything imaginable. But what we try to do with subjects like this is we try to find the gaps where we can help. I mean, obviously, I encourage people to give to your organization, but how else can we help the veterans?
Well, job placement. Man, these guys come out of 4 years, 6 years, some 20 years. These guys come out with unbelievable men and women. They have incredible leadership skills. They need a place in society. They need a comfortable workplace, a place where people at least understand them. I think there's somewhere deep down there's an underlying fear of a veteran that has PTS. There's been so much emphasis put on PTS and suicide that it's become a negative thing in the sense that, I think sometimes people look at veterans, in a little bit of a quirky way, and it's just not true. These guys have incredible leadership skills. They know how to operate. They know how to move people around. They know how to implement. And so jobs are important. And you were talking about it earlier, the insurance thing. We've evolved now into financial struggles where families have gotten home trying to reintegrate and have some kind of normality in their life. The VA is a tough place. The VA is overloaded. And that's the thing we love about Vanderbilt, but it's also the dichotomy. The tough thing is the VA in Nashville is next door to Vanderbilt, so they're able to utilize the surgeons and the doctors at Vanderbilt. The building's attached. So the VA in Nashville has access to some of the greatest surgeons, especially with non-specific cancers and things like that. So our goal is how do we bring this process to the VAs around the country that don't have a Vanderbilt right next to them. The VA is a tough call. There's people that love the VA, people that hate the VA. The Charlie and Hazel Daniels Veterans Center at MTSU, they're big deal. What they do, they literally have 2 veteran service officers in-house at the Charlie and Hazel Daniels Center at MTSU, and it's open to any veteran. It's not just limited to the campus veterans. It's open to any veteran or family member, and they help these veterans get their full benefits. That's a real challenge for these guys because they come out and they don't want to admit their weakness. They don't want to admit their injuries. They don't want to show a weakness. And so there's a lot of veterans walking the streets that do not have their full disability that they deserve, and they have a right to, as you were sharing earlier about the government trying to control the medical part of our life, the insurance part of our life. So that, jobs, just support. Support in so many ways. There's so many ways to treat PTS so people can look around. And again, that's what I'm here for. That's what Journey Home Project is. If you want to give, come talk to me. You don't have to give to us. Come talk to us, and we're going to send you in the direction.
Yeah.
You might have a family member that is in need, but look around, man. We all are touched by veterans in some way, and we owe them. As Charlie said, we owe them an unpayable debt of gratitude.
Amen.
And anything that they need.
Is the figure that we've always heard is that we lose 22 veterans daily to suicide? Is that still roughly accurate? Or is
Matt, it is. I hear some numbers that are up in the high 30s and 40s.
Wow.
A day.
Yeah.
Because what it is, the VA or whoever keeps up with these numbers, they don't consider overdoses. They don't consider car wrecks. They don't consider intentional suicides. They don't.
Right.
Those numbers don't fall into that, and it's all a byproduct of what we call it's an operator syndrome. It's somebody that's just had multiple deployments. And that war lasted 20 years. I mean, you let that settle in. I mean, we literally had guys on the front line, men and women, fighting every day, day in, day out for 20 years.
100%. And David, you've taught me in our conversations together that just because every vet is so different, every life is so different, every psychological trauma is so different that, all of this comes with different aspects of why they would consider something like this. But it's one of the reasons that I think it's so important just to engage in conversation with our vets, just to find out individually, what they're thinking about, what they're going through, how much they want to talk, if at all, what level of support we can give them from a psychological standpoint, just from a friendship standpoint. It's not always about what can I do for you. It's sometimes just, hey, let's go out and hang out, or let's go, out to the gun range, or let's go, play around to golf, or whatever it might be. Just to offer them a level of normal. Because it has been my experience that oftentimes it is that feeling of abnormality that leads them down those dark roads.
That's it. You're dead on. A lot of these guys don't want help. They're not looking for help. They just want some kind of normalcy. They want a normal conversation. They don't want to talk about war stories. They're trying so hard to become a part of something. If you can, we all imagine it happens in families. It happens in everyday life. You're a part of something that's bigger than yourself, and you feel like you're making a difference. And then you're involved, you're embedded, and one day you wake up and you're just a normal guy or girl, lady, and you just you don't feel like you're a part of anything. So engage. If the buddy check system is still very powerful, and I know in our circles and all my friends, it's a morning call. It's a cup of coffee. It's, hey, what's going on? Anything I can do for you? It's they're having to come back to a normal life and to reintegrate back into the family, and they want to live the rest of their life in some kind of peace. And
you guys do such a great job at helping them. We appreciate everything. Thank you for spending a few minutes to talk about our vets with us today, David, on especially today. It's important every day, but it's especially important on Veterans Day. I appreciate everything y'all do. Come see us sometime, all right?
Man, thank you. 99.7, you guys rock. You've always
sir.
been there, not only for us, but the homeless, and keep doing the good work. And next time I see you, have that megaphone. I got a few places I want to go and use.
I got it.
Right.
I got it reserved for you, Corlew. Thank you so much. There's David Corlew, joining us for a few minutes. We're way late. It's 27 after the hour, but what a great conversation. We'll get more on healthcare in a moment. Allison and Cecil and Bob, I'll get right to you on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Hey, Ken, you're reporting on that settlement from Antioch, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. $300,000?
That's what the report said.
Yeah, $300,000. So if my math is correct, according to the Metro Nashville school system, and according to this settlement, a child's life is worth just less than 2 Adrian Battle bathrooms. So Adrian Battle, for those that don't know, put a new private bathroom in her suite of offices. And Adrian Battle's bathroom cost about $165,000. Now, we just found out about this last week when a Metro Councilman Jordan Huffman correctly noted. Now, he represents Donaldson and Hermitage, and he said that he was unaware of the office renovation, but he was kind of pissed about it, and rightly so, calling it a vanity project, which is exactly what it was. WSMV Channel 4 investigation, our good friends and partners over there on the television side, uncovered that the remodel included building Battle a private bathroom, despite the fact that there was a woman's bathroom located just outside of her suite of offices. I mean, so Jackson, this would be like me demanding, and this would be like me, because I can be a little bit highfalutin. You know, we have a bathroom, 50 feet away, if that?
Yeah.
50 feet away. Adrian Battle had a bathroom about 50 feet away, and she's in charge, and she demanded that the government of the city of Nashville and the Metro Nashville public school system spend $165,000 building her a bathroom right here.
That's an expensive bath. I feel like that is overly. Have you built a bathroom? Ken, you ever built a potty?
No, sir.
I just don't feel like, I
feel like that has to be a nice bathroom.
Well, this woman is something special, so she's not going to sit on just anything.
I bet she got a heated toilet seat.
I wouldn't surprise me at all.
Think there's a bidet in there?
One of those talking toilet seats, too, you know.
She might be on a hot seat, so to speak.
I wish she was.
That's an expensive bathroom. Maybe I'm just ignorant.
According to Councilman Huffman routinely checks bathroom conditions when visiting schools in his district, using the state of fixtures as an indicator as to whether or not the schools need more funding. If the fixtures are old, he said, you can probably guess that the school needs money, according to Huffman. He said he sees outdated conditions at many of the Metro school bathrooms that make the superintendent's remodel questionable. So I just, without belaboring it, because we mentioned this when it happened, Adrian Battle spent $165,000 on a bathroom remodel, but a child's life was worth $300,000, according to the Metro Nashville school system. Okay. I think I got it. Because a family of 16-year-old Jocelyn Escalante, who was killed in January in the shooting at Antioch High School, that family was awarded in a settlement $300,000. They had sued Metro Nashville school system and the Metro Nashville government, saying that the school should have known, and, oh, by the way, the school had warning signs. The Metro Nashville Police Department determined there was no connection between the two or any of the other students injured in the shooting. The lawsuit filed in June argued the school district should have known that the shooter in the case, and I choose not to name the shooters when we talk about these cases, they had shown violent activity based on past actions and should have taken steps to protect the students. In other words, they should never have been allowed back in that school system, but they were. The family also argued the school was negligent by allowing Henderson to enter the school with a firearm without it being detected. So $300,000 for a child's life and $165,000 for a bathroom. Seems about right. Cecil is next up. Hey, Cecil. Thank you for calling. How are you?
How you doing, my man? Just to show you just how much of a loyal listener I am, I've called you in Antioch. Now I'm in Bowling Green.
God bless you. Man, Cecil, you waited way too long. I'm giving you the floor. I'm giving you the microphone. I'm letting you speak, man.
Okay, my man. First of all, I agree 100% about the free market, and people comparing for race. To give you a perfect example, I was with You're in Good Hands. They were charging us $6,000 a year for 2 automobiles. I changed the triple and saved $1,500, and they didn't want to give me the same offer. Why didn't you give it to me before? Okay, when companies compete, consumers, they win. I agree 100%. Now, one other thing I'm a little confused about. Now, I appreciate the history lesson you gave us about, after the war and companies offering incentives for people to come back, and get the best of the brightest, to work for them. But it seemed as if you had a problem with employers offering benefits to employees. Now, what's the difference between a employer offering benefits to an employee than when people pay into the 401k? I mean, the company use your money, invest in the market to help better itself, so why shouldn't we get an incentive from the company, for health insurance? Due to my occupation, I've been driving trucks for 32 years, and due to my occupation, I have blood clots. It comes with my job. My medicine costs me over $1,100 a month. If I didn't have company insurance to help pay for that, there's no way I could afford that. I mean, so you kind of lost me on that one.
Well, my concern was with the wage freeze, and if I seemed concerned about the employers offering benefits as a result, the concern was that there were wage freezes. The U.S. implemented a wage freeze as a measure to control inflation after World War II, right? And as a result of the wage freeze, the businesses tried to figure out how to attract the best and the brightest. So my frustration is not at the employers, because they're just doing what they can do to find ways to find the best employees. My frustration was with the wage freezes themselves, because that's what led to tying. What I don't like is tying health insurance with employment, because one, what it does, Cecil, and you probably understand this, when you leave a job and go to another job, your health insurance resets. So let's say in the free market, if you had a condition pop up during the time that you were employed at your previous employer, when you go to the new employer with the new health insurance, it's possible that you won't be covered under the new insurance over something that happened in the last several years. Does that make sense? So if you carried your insurance with you all your life without regardless of employment, then that wouldn't be a concern for people moving job to job. So
you giving me something to think about. Number one, you just mentioned something about covering Nashville. Is that like some type of insurance that you can get besides having your employer insurance? Well, it's like something in the free market or what?
Yeah, Shane is he doesn't work for insurance companies. Shane has access to about 75 different insurance programs and policies.
Medical?
And yeah. And so what he can do is he can sit down with you, look at what you've got going on, and then access, and he'll do it right in front of you so you can watch in real time as he does it. And he can access different policies and make sure that you're getting the proper coverage. I love Shane and what he does. He kind of turns it on. He doesn't work for those companies. He works for you.
I'm going to check that out.
Please
because
do.
I've never even thought about doing something like that. I've always went with company insurance. Never dawned on me to go get something private outside of that. I've just kind of been programmed to go with the company for what I do. But I'm going to check it out to see what kind of rate I can get. I appreciate you for sharing that with me.
And what I would encourage you to do, and what I don't think we do enough, if you decide on the front end to go outside of your company, and sadly, a lot of companies aren't conditioned to do this. They don't know how to do it. But everything's negotiable, right? And if you walk in and say, hey, I'm going to be the best employee you've ever seen in your life, and oh, by the way, I've got my own health insurance covered, so why don't we tack on another $5,000 on my salary, because you're not going to have to worry about paying for some of that because I'm taking care of that on my own. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you an ability to renegotiate on salary fronts where you didn't have that ability because they're spending so much money on health insurance benefits through the company.
Is that on your website, the information?
Yeah, just go to covernash.com, or you hit me up on any social media site, and I'll connect with you directly, Cecil.
Covernash.com. Okay, hopefully my wife is listening. She's got all the computer skills, okay?
I got you. But
all right.
If you have any trouble, just let me know, and I'll get you in contact with Shane.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you.
Cecil, hey, Cecil, somebody asked a question before you go. You ready? They wanted to know, hey, what's traffic like? Sally says, what's traffic like in Bowling Green? I'm headed that way.
Oh, it's perfect. It's a pleasant 59 degrees. All looking good, but you're going to run into an accident about a 17, 18-minute backup in Goodlettsville.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if it's over with. I had to take the side road, ran 41 up to, and then I jumped back on above Gutlersville
Okay.
to get by it.
There you go, Sally. There's a traffic report from Cecil. Cecil, thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
I love talking to anybody named Cecil. My grandpa was named Cecil, and it gives me warm, fuzzy feelings anytime I get to talk to somebody named Cecil. Allison, I don't have any Allisons in my family, but I love that Allison held on for as long as she did to talk about healthcare today. Hey, Allison, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
I have so much to say. You're probably going to cut me off. But first of all, on the veterans thing, the DAV also helps people with benefits. So you can always reach out to them, too. My coworker's husband actually is over them. But I work for a primary care office, and everybody's wondering what's going on with everything. So I didn't realize that how Obamacare worked was that all the commercial insurance plans, they have to pay those claims, and then they're supposed to get reimbursed from the government. Well, I'm pretty sure they were told to just eat it because as of end of year last year, Blue Cross Blue Shield was owed over $90 billion. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is now. But so in order for them to not pay out claims and not be responsible for anything, I'm pretty sure they've hired people that just don't have they don't have a clue. They don't know anything about the company they're working for. They created all these new platforms for prior authorizations, and then none of them work, and they send you in circles. And for Cecil, if you have blood thinners that you need covered, any kind of medication that you need, just go to www.thenameofthemedication.com, and you can sign up for a patient assistance program. Even if you have Medicare, they are getting rid of some of those this year or this upcoming year. Fun fact, if you have TennCare and you're fat and you want Wegovy, you can have it because we will pay for it for you.
Wait.
Insurance sucks.
Insurance, it sucks?
It sucks.
Okay.
Yes. People who have TennCare can get Wegovy, which was basically, it's a GLP-1 that people
No,
are
I get
taking
it.
for weight loss. But prior to that, you know it as Ozempic. So we have diabetic patients who can't even get their meds. So they say that these meds are good for kidney health, heart health. So they at first, before they were out all this money, put it off, like you could take it for this, you can take it for that. But now you got to pretty much die before they'll cover it. You have to have 2 cardiac events, stage 3 kidney disease for your insurance to cover your freaking diabetic medications. But if you have TennCare and you want Wegovy, which is basically it's the same thing renamed, you can get it for free. Oh, sorry. I forget I'm on the radio. How does that make any sense?
Allison, it doesn't make any sense, but I don't have an ability to dump you anymore, so I have to say goodbye because we've run out of dump button. And I love you, and I appreciate your telephone call. I was going to continue the conversation, but one F-bomb I can forget and forgive. 2,
Come on.
I gotta jump. I gotta leave.
Also, did you know the dump button over here? Very, very pointy. I hurt my finger.
Did you? You jump on it?
Yeah.
You were on top of the first one. I appreciate that.
The second one, I know I hit the button. I don't know if we had any dump.
Oh, I'm sure we did. I'm certain.
Somebody say fiddlesticks?
Twice. 2 fiddlesticks.
Well, yeah, a couple of fiddlesticks. Well, you know what, though, Allison? I don't look.
I mean, it's understandable.
It's understandable. But there's two types of words we can't say on the radio, and that's one is an F-bomb and one is an S-bomb. Other than that, under the right context, you can say just about anything you want to nowadays. But those are 2 that are most certainly off limits to us. So Shane says. Yeah, Shane said he didn't hear it, the second one, so we're good. Shane's my hall monitor there.
That's the way to go, Brother Jackson.
Yeah, thank you, Jackson. The first was an ing, and the second was, it's such a versatile word. You can use it in a lot of different ways. You can use it as a noun, as a verb, as an adjective. as a direct object.
He used it as all of them, all the above.
And she used all of the above.
So sometimes it's like scratching an itch.
I kind of want to go to where Allison's doing medical care, though, because I feel like you would get the real skinny there.
I'll tell you straight up.
Reminds me of, y'all ever hear the Warren Zevon, the great Warren Zevon, was more than just Werewolves of London. The best song, I encourage you to go look up the fabulous Warren Zevon. The name of the song is My Bleeps Bleeped Up.
I'm going to do it.
My S is effed up. That's the name of the song.
Okay.
I went to the doctor. Well, the song is basically, the concept is, dude, you're screwed. And he wrote it after he realized he had terminal cancer.
Oh, wow.
And so it's kind of poignant because it's anyway. Just if y'all want to get if you aren't afraid of a couple of
there it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't play it though, right?
No, you can't. No, I wouldn't play it on the radio, Ken. We don't have a dump button right now, thanks to Allison.
We are out of dump right now.
We're out of dump right now, but you listen to that at your leisure, and you'll identify with, at least I do, 52 years old, and your back hurts, and your neck hurts, and you wake up, you don't understand why it hurts. Well, it's because your bleeps bleeped up. It's 55 after the hour on Super Talk.